That was a real good time.
So yeah, Dad, I'm gonna keep
Call me
calling
when you
you.
relapse, all right? I'll come out.
I'm gonna get up and you tell me if I smell like perfume.
Oh, yes, that is perfume.
Yeah.
Ew. Gross.
It's like grandma.
I don't like that at all.
Cutter sent me a photo of you meditating the other day. Are you okay with us showing it right now?
I guess.
Jamie, you are in the zone, bro.
Not today, pal. Not today.
Nerd soup.
Annie put these here. I didn't even
Listen.
ask for anything. Annie just tossed them on here,
If
and I love
can
it.
go down in history for something, it'll be for originating the term nerd soup.
I said thank you for you look. I know. I said you look very pretty today. You said you dressed up for me.
Yeah. I was like,
So
no,
sweet.
I was getting ready today and I was like, well, you know, I really should put more effort into the fact that like, I don't know how many people are watching this, but like a lot more than like I would see in a day-to-day basis that like, maybe I should like put a little lipstick and like more makeup on. And I was like, this is for Rob. I love him. And then I was like, then I think I'm just going to make a round and whenever I randomly spruce it up, it'll be for a different person. And then you can judge how well I looked or compare them. And then that's how you know who I like more.
Wow. So this is the peak.
I'm just trying to give some material for the pod.
Yeah. No, this is great.
Cool.
You look. So you dressed up. I think I'm wearing perfume.
From hugging me?
No.
Oh.
Because I go to the cologne place, which now, of course, there's no gender. So there's no man or women perfume, right? There's just cologne. Like, it's
Right.
like, here's your cologne.
I was
But-
going to say, are you calling cologne perfume? Like
Well,
you
no.
wear perfume? You think you're wearing
this is
perfume?
Yeah,
Okay.
because what happens is you go in there, there's 100 different ones to try, but the whole place smells like
Yeah.
perfume or cologne. I don't even know at this point.
God, those places literally is like a sense memory to my childhood. Like walking through department stores with my mom while she had to get all different types of shit.
Watching old ladies get like their face done. Yeah, like half of
Oh
it.
my God, every once in a while she'd let me sit up on that stool and like get a new lipstick. It was the best. Sorry. I
No.
digress.
I think this one is perfume. I don't know. You can't smell me from there. You can't smell me from here. I think
I'm still smelling that protein bar I just ate.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's perfume. They should label cologne perfume. It's kind of because I
So
think
do
I
they,
smell like
like-
a grandma.
Well, you didn't give it a sniff before you bought it?
But I'm in there. Everything smells kind of like the place. Like I'm like,
your
oh, I
nose is
think-
like singed inside from all of that scent.
Yeah, like I can't be like,
can't-
okay, this is perfume.
Right,
This is
right.
cologne. Like some are, but then some like this. But then I put it on in my apartment where like there's no smells, and all of a sudden I'm like, my place smells like grandma.
Then you got a grandma perfume.
Yeah, we gotta get.
I wasn't like taken back when I hugged you.
Yeah, but you probably like perfume.
I do.
Yeah.
So I liked it. Oh, well,
So you were texting me all week. I have to talk about Cutter on the podcast. You're like, I have to talk about Cutter. So I'm thinking what we do is instead of because we could make every episode about Cutter, like the whole thing.
I think truthfully, the real show of this should be Rob and Cutter's just text exchange, which I was made privy to only a couple of days ago. And it is the funniest. Their banter and like how different but similar they are. And also just their relationship and the fact that you guys like have this individual relationship outside of me. I told you is like makes me the happiest. It's like all I could ever want is like my husband and my best friend to like love each other. So
he's
it's
the best. He's the best.
But he's out of his mind.
He's a lunatic. Yeah,
he's
another
fucking
loon.
Crazy.
Yeah,
and
so
love it.
I think what we do, because like I said, we could talk about Cutter the whole thing. I think we do something called Cutter's Corner.
Yes, perfect.
Maybe every week, maybe every other week. You tell a story, you
Great.
offer up a story, I offer up a
Your
story.
story
So
back to me in our text exchange.
that's gonna be the one.
It's gotta be.
That's gonna be mine. But yours,
So-
I already know just from hanging out with you guys on
Oh, you
Saturday.
felt the tension.
Well, no, not only the tension, but what happened to him. We have to talk about that.
We have to talk about that too, because of course. But sorry, so we
Go ahead
won't make
with
this all about
tension.
Cutter,
Go
but
ahead.
this is just Cutter's Corner, very quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This is just Cutter's Corner.
he every once in a while he gets on these like all of a sudden health kicks, and they start. I always know when they're coming because I start getting the DMs of like diets a certain person that says you got to do this, and then you got to eat this, and then you got to take this and this, and I'm like, oh, it's coming. Another one of these phases is coming.
He's like, Jamie, we're only cooking with butter now.
So Jamie, it's all the oils. It's oils. It's everything. It's oils are bad.
He's
Oils
right,
are bad,
but-
bad. Everything's got to be butter. I'm like, okay, great, babe. I'm so happy to cook that way. No problem. Super chill about it. I'm trying to change my diet right now, so I'm in. But we're out and about. Bo is at his first sleepover, so it's just me, him, and Jack, and we're trying to have a fun day with him, but we're fucking starving. And it's like that moment where you're like, where do we eat? And if anyone's ever been with Cutter when it's time to eat, and Cutter's actually a little bit too hungry now, the back and forth about where to fucking eat takes 87 minutes. It's fucking brutal. So I could feel that coming. So I was like, no, we're going to go right here to this Mexican restaurant. We go all the time. Jax loves it. We know he'll eat great.
I just want to say that's weird because mine, it's like you say, how we're so different, but the same. Mine is the opposite. Once I'm really hungry, I'm just like, pick a fucking place. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm 30 seconds. Normally, all day I'm thinking about where to eat.
Right.
But
Well,
then
of
when I'm
course.
starving, it's like, here, pull over. Like,
Yes.
you know?
Well, not the case here. So we sit down, we order, and we're just have like a moment. And he's looking around, nodding, and I'm like, oh, fuck. What's he going to say? And he looks around and he goes, this place is fucking disgusting. And I'm like, what? I'm about to eat food here. Like, what is this timing? You're right before I'm about to eat food. And he's like, so many oils, so many seed oils in this place. I'm like, right. How rude is that to do? Right before you're going to eat, you're starving for the person to tell you.
This started the tension?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Because then it
Wow.
didn't stop. It
Okay.
didn't stop. It kept going, and it's never ending. It's still happening.
Poor guy. No, when I was over, you guys are great. So what happened, this is not my Cutter's Corner, by the way. We just have to address, he got stung by a millipede. Right?
Centipede.
A centipede. And he said it was 11
a
inches long. But here's the
poisonous.
thing. No one else saw it. But
None
everyone
of
was
us
there.
saw it. However, I did see a very dramatic reaction of something going up someone's shorts and biting them.
Well, the bite was legit.
The bite's legit. Like, yeah, there's no doubt this was a large, disgusting looking bug that did this to him over his shorts.
Over his shorts. Yeah.
Yes.
So that was the talk of all day Saturday. We were hanging out and he'd be like, worst pain known to man. He's like, on YouTube, they say it's the worst pain known to man.
He was sidelined on our bed, lying on there with ice and watching golf, and I'm out there with the kids, and I would get texts from him in the bed. This is the worst pain anyone could ever feel ever. I'm like, dude, just like I'm out here taking care of your kids. Just put the phone down. And then he would march out like every 45 minutes or so with his shorts rolled up over his bite so you could see it, and just like hobble around and be like, oh, it really hurts.
You know what he kept
like just
saying?
do like
He
a
was
lap around the house, and then he would go back and lay down.
He kept saying, I'm going to be on the shelf today, guys. I'm on the shelf. I'm on the shelf today, guys. I can't do it. I'm on the shelf. Like, all right, man. So
Oh,
funny.
my
So
God.
my Cutter's Corner comes with a photo also. So I had texted Cutter, and he's like, bro, he's like, you won't believe what just happened to me. So can you show the picture? So he writes me, bro, done with urinals. What's the picture, Jamie? Can you describe the
Random
photo?
text to get from somebody. It's a photo like as if somebody's taking it standing up, looking down at their feet, and like actually like pointing out one of his knees, like popping a knee. And there's a beige pair of shorts with some sort of liquid splattered everywhere.
He's covered in piss.
He's covered in piss.
And he's like, bro, I went to use I show up to a meeting and I have a minute before the meeting. He goes, I go to take a piss. And he's like, I'm covered in piss walking into this meeting. That is
But
and
of
I'm
course, but this
hysterical
happens.
laughing.
This happens to the guy that gets bit in the leg by a poisonous centipede that nobody's ever heard of or seen. There's pictures on Google of it.
This is all in 1 week, guys.
Days apart,
Yeah,
literally. Of course. And
It's
so
just-
this is Cutter.
It's constant. But he's
Yes.
like, but the thing is, when you look at him, he's a professional athlete. He's like a cool guy.
Yeah,
you know
he's
what
a
I mean?
great vibe.
Right, but then you're
But
like,
then
oh, you're
he's Larry
David.
David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So now we've this is basically we've introduced you to Cutter. This will
Yes.
never be this long again about Cutter.
Yeah, we'll just do. Maybe we do one story a week, not one story each. So yeah, it'll be like
yeah.
Cutter's
This is
Corner.
going to
You
be
or me go.
yeah. But we were just introducing him.
Yeah. Speaking of Cutter, Cutter sent me a photo of you meditating the other day. Are you okay with us showing it?
I haven't seen it.
That's
so
what I'm
I
saying.
don't
But are you
know.
okay with us showing it right now?
I guess.
Can you show it? Jamie, you are in the zone, bro. You are in the
It's
zone.
a weighted blanket.
Can we zoom in on that a little? You are now. Here's where you got to describe a picture. Let the listeners know.
It's just the angle is unfortunate. I don't think it's so bad.
There's a little more than the angle. It's not bad. It's just what if Jamie, me and you think this is normal. If you show this to a fucking normal person, they think this is insane.
Okay,
you look
so
like you're on a spaceship.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, let's go, Jamie. What's going on
you
here?
describe it. I can't.
But I don't even know. I don't know about the blanket. But I
have it weighted like a heavy, like a literally like a legit weighted blanket on me. I'm
You look
on
like you're
top of my
doing
covers.
VR.
My legs are not that wide. It's just the angle of where Cutter is. And
You look 7 feet tall.
I have headset with goggles on, and I was meditating. So my mouth is open. It's like very, like I'm out there. And you see my stretching things next to me that I stretch with. Yeah, you've got that's my little self-care.
It's great.
Look, some influencers can sell self-care in a beautiful, glossy, angelic way. This is literally defining me. Like, this is me. This is me.
I love it. Listen,
This
I see
is
that.
my version of an influencer self-care.
I see
like
that
if
and I'm
a brand
jealous.
wants that to be your vibe and your audience, I'm your girl.
I see that and I'm jealous. But I think most people see that and go, "This looks nuts."
For sure.
What I got really excited about, the book that I got Cutter is on the nightstand. So I text Cutter. I'm
He
like, "Oh, you
has
started to read?"
not
I know
opened
he's
it.
not. I'm gonna
Look,
push him.
the fact that he put it on the nightstand, I was like, okay, you're showing me you want to,
Yeah.
but let's get real. He's not opening it.
So something I wanted to know, I want to ask you, I want to ask the boys in the booth. When it comes to chocolate chip cookies, are we
Yeah.
talking crispy or are we talking gooey?
That's such a hard decision.
I know.
That's
but
a
this,
really
listen, this
hard.
is what we do
depends
here.
the mood. It depends my mood.
Yeah.
On a Monday through Friday, I want
This is your cookie schedule.
I want like a Tate's. I want like a crispy as fuck cookie.
Those are good.
Yep.
Crispy. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
that's like not too heavy. Like it still feels light, even though you're eating. It feels like, like the air was taken out of the cookie. So it's just whatever. It's great. On a Saturday and Sunday, I want a gooey, soft, like almost not even fully cooked chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the way I go is if we're talking warm, I want gooey. If we're talking not warm, I want crispy.
Of course. Who
Well-
wants a warm, crispy one?
Well,
That sounds terrible.
yeah, I guess.
Have you ever had a warm, crispy?
I don't know. Is that a thing?
No.
But I'm just
I
thinking.
think that
But I've had.
I think they
room
get crisp.
temp. I've had non-warm gooey. I've had room temp gooey.
know what
I've had
the
soft
best-
cookies.
You know what
Petridge
the
Farms?
best? Nope. The best room temp cookie is the Entenmann's mini chocolate chip
Oh
cookies.
yeah, because
Yo,
they're one
I
bite.
could take
That's why.
a box
Yeah.
down if I actually let myself.
The truth is, it's
Those
not even that they're
cookies-
the best. It's their one bite. That's the thing.
No,
You get the whole
They're
cookie.
the fucking best.
It's the one bite
They're the
factor.
fucking best.
It's because Tate's, I think, are incredible.
You know what? I made cookies the other night, and even Cutter said they tasted like Tate's. I made them like this big.
Were they warm, crispy?
No, babe, they get crispy when they cool.
Okay, I'm
If
just
it's warm,
asking.
if it's warm, it can't get that crispy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, good.
Boys, what are we talking? Oh my God, this is like porn. You're showing us
Are
Entenmann's
you
chocolate
guys
chip
agree
cookies?
with us about those Entenmann's cookies?
My dad is jerking off on the Palisades Highway right now. Just thinking about it. This is the fucking number one. I'm gonna text my dad and see if he's available for a phone call.
Okay.
Because I think it could be fun if we talk to my dad.
Let's do it.
Let's see what
Does he
old Big
know what
Ed
we're
has
about to
say.
ask him?
He doesn't even know we're calling from the pod. I just said, hey, I'm gonna call you from a weird number. Can you pick up? Big Ed.
Okay.
Yellow.
Yo,
What up?
chillin'. What's going on?
Not much.
You're on the pod.
Hi.
Yo, I thought so. What up, Jamie?
How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
What do you got?
Guess
Question for me?
yeah, guess what we were. I mean, I wish you could guess, but guess what we were just talking about? Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
And Jamie was like, you know what the best chocolate chip cookies are? Entenmann's. I was like, that is my dad. Like we used to go to remember the Entenmann's factory
Yeah.
Where is that?
in Queens.
In Queens, that's
yeah,
right.
and they had nothing but Entenmann's in there.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was all
God.
the shit ones that came back from the supermarket that were going to expire in a day. But it
Wow.
was like 5
Yeah.
boxes for $3. Yeah, it was
Like
great.
a wonderland.
That's for everyone who thinks I grew up with money. By the way, motherfuckers,
Oh, yeah.
we were going
Nah,
to
not so.
we were going
Not
to
so.
wholesale Entenmann's, motherfuckers.
Yeah. The red X on the box means they were going to expire in 3 days, and the black line on the box meant 1 day. So you had to
Wow.
be quick.
So you just had to
On the way
eat it
home in the car.
fast.
Remember I was telling Jamie, remember the cake that had the chocolate frosting in the middle?
Yes.
That one
With
was
the chocolate chips?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Now I remember it with the
that
chocolate
one was
chips.
Yeah.
Yes.
crazy.
I don't even see that anymore. I think they outlawed that.
I think so too. Probably had something very harmful in
800
there.
milligrams of sugar per slice.
That's it.
Literally, a
The
box of
diabetes kicked
anything
in.
was like 5,000 calories.
Yeah, and you had to eat the whole
Yeah.
thing. Like,
And you had to eat the whole box
Yeah.
of everything.
that box
Yeah, you
was
just had
never,
a fork in the box in the kitchen. It was
Hey.
just a fork in the box, and everybody just went by and yeah.
Yep.
That's
animals.
yeah. People think it's the fork in the road. It's the fork in the box.
That's right.
What
This is how you know Rob and I are actually like kind of related because like this is how
Jamie,
we
I'm
grew
so
up.
glad I'm so glad, Robert, you're in Robert's life. You guys are the
Oh,
best.
of
Been
course.
watching the pod, and
Aw.
you guys are great. I'm glad he's got you.
Thank you.
I'll be
I
out
feel
there
the
soon. I want
same.
to come over and see the kids. I want to meet Cutter. And
That
I'm
would
coming
be
out soon.
amazing.
He's
we would
coming
love
out.
it. Yay. Great. We're here. We'll be here.
The you know what I wanted? I was trying to tell. Remember when I was telling you about Jamie's kids, and you were like, I don't remember being a parent being so hard.
Yeah, because I was a Disney dad. Everything was just like a good time. Like all we did was hang out. I didn't,
But I
Every
mean,
once in
even
a
with
while, I had to throw a few, slaps your way and kids' ways. But that was old school parenting. They don't do that. no more.
100. Look, that was my childhood as well.
But
Right.
wasn't the way that you said parenting was easy was when you would just make sure your kids were scared shitless of you, and then everything was easy.
Yeah, your mother called it fear, but I called it respect. I don't know. Everybody has a different opinion. But I don't know. I think we had a good time. I don't know. What do you tell your therapist these days?
Your mom was like, you must instill fear
Yeah.
into his soul.
No, listen, there were great times. I'm just saying that was what you said to when you were like, if the kids are scared of you. And by the way,
First,
I think it's true too.
But that was that generation's way of parenting.
Right. Whereas like, if I was
100%.
doing fucked up shit, like my mom was one level, but then once she said, I'll call your dad, it was like, fuck, I have to stop. You know, it was like, I have to stop because you
Yes,
were,
yes.
it was fear. And then,
Yo,
so
but Jamie, do you ever say that to your kids? I'll tell your dad. Are they afraid of Cutter, or is it just like?
Nah.
No.
No,
No, I
Cutter's
think
cool?
it's pretty equal in our house. However, when we say we're going to tell the other parent, it's to show like, now this is going to be a big family thing. Like this isn't a moment. This is going to be like, we're going to have a big punishment. Like I got to talk to dad about like what
Right.
needs to be done about. So it feels like another level, but I don't think it's interchangeable
Right. You play good cop, bad cop all the time.
all
Yeah.
the time.
the thing that I hated
Yep.
most about going to your place was that in New York City, I didn't have a bedtime. And then I would go to my dad's, and at 7:30, like I remember the sun still being up, and he's like, "Yeah, time to go to bed." And I would get in the bed and just fucking lay there.
That
for
is how
hours.
I parent, though.
Yeah, and I would just lay there. I'd be like, "Fuck this," because I would go to bed at 2 a.m. in New York City. I'd watch The Honeymooners,
Right.
like staying up so late. And then my dad was just, he was sick of me by 7
Of
o'clock, and
course.
he's like, "All right, go in there and go to bed."
Oh,
The
Yeah,
worst.
because we were getting up at 6 a.m. to go to the beach. We had plans. Let's go.
Yeah.
right. But that's how Cutter parents every night. It's 6:50 every 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes.
And they fight with you every night.
Every night.
Yeah. So, Dad, the other one thing that I wanted to ask you, I want to call you all the time on the pod, but the other one
Oh,
thing
I'm
that
going
I,
to be a regular.
the
I'm
other,
going to come on when I come out there.
the one
Yes.
thing that I
How are the
really,
boys there? Yo, a shout out to the boys in the booth. How they doing?
Yo,
There he is. I hear that
hell
laugh.
yeah, man.
The dog?
Dude, your dad is the show. Let me
Yes.
yeah, that's good.
100%.
What's up, guys?
The thing I wanted to ask you about was I want you to tell your version of the cruise story because I never got it from your end. Obviously, I know what happened on my end, but I want to know what went down with the cruise when do you remember?
When you got fucked up?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you walked into the room, or how? What is the first? Like, what?
Wait,
what is?
what's? Where are we?
He'll tell you.
Okay.
We went on a cruise, and I got obliterated. Like I
Because
got
it's endless free drinks.
and no, but we went to somebody's room because I was too young. I was what was I 15, 16?
Yeah.
And they had 32-ounce peach Snapple bottles full of Jack Daniels.
Oh my god!
And I know I finished one, and then I don't know if I drank like a second one. And I was young, and you're on the ship, and we were smoking like. But I want to hear my dad's version, and I'll tell you mine. I want to hear what he.
No, you were like, we went to dinner that night, and everybody in the restaurant was looking at him because Sopranos were jumping, and these young girls were sending him like cupcakes with hearts on them, and I'm like, oh, dude, I wish I was you. I was like, you're the man. You're gonna have so much fun tonight. And the next morning, we had a adjoining room, so I went across the balcony. I went in your room, and it was like black shit all over the floor, and I was like, did you spill a soda? I knew you threw up, and I was like, you okay? And
No.
like,
You know what you said? You said, did you shit yourself? And I said, yes.
Yeah, there was black shit all over the floor, all over your clothes. I'm like, oh man, you're hurting. But yeah, we went down to the breakfast, and I had a rum and coke because his breakfast was like 11 o'clock. I've been up since 5, and I'm drinking a rum and coke, and he orders a soda. He's hurting, and I just switched my rum and coke with his coke, and he just was so thirsty. He took the biggest inhale on his straw, and I just saw his eyes bulge out of his head, and he looks at me, and I go, yeah, how's that drink? And he goes, yeah. He goes, not bad. Can I have another one? And I was like, oh boy. He's got a future. He's kid. Yeah.
He's got
It's going to be a party.
Yeah.
And there it began.
There you go. It's all my fault, Jamie.
No, please.
Yeah, because see here's what I remember. I remember waking up in the bed, and I remember seeing like just this like black hole, and I looked because there were 2 beds in the room, and my little brother was sleeping on the other bed, but he was gone. So I look, and now I'm sleeping on his bed when I wake up. So I look at the bed I was sleeping on. I take the blanket off, and there's just a black circle. It's like half the size of my body. Like it's massive, and I'm like, holy shit. So now I'm like, I gotta get, but it's all over the floor, everything. But I'm like, I gotta get this out of here before Dad comes in the room. So I take it all up and I stuff it where like the life jackets are. And then he comes in and the room stinks, and he looks at me, he goes, did you shit yourself? And I just, because I didn't know, I was like, what am I going to tell him? He goes, did you shit yourself? I go, yeah. So now in my head, like I'm at breakfast with everybody, I'm like, Dad told everyone I shit myself last night, and it was so fucking awkward. And then I start slowly while we're going through the cruise, I see people who are like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, yeah, last night was crazy. I remember being on stage singing Brown Eyed Girl with some guy who had like a guitar, and he was playing, and I was wrecked.
Rob, who would you be if social media existed at that time? Because we were on the #1 show on television at that time. If social media existed, like you wouldn't be able to go anywhere, let alone like you'd be a viral star.
In the worst way. Yeah, in the most embarrassing
But
way.
you were always sweet.
Dad?
You were
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah.
I was going to say you'd be Sam Kinison, but I'm trying to figure out.
And then we'll talk about this one another time. But my dad came to visit me in Vegas a couple times.
Oh,
and he
before
saw
you stop drinking, you quitter.
Yeah, before. Thanks, Dad. And then and he he fucking saw what I was up to in Vegas, which was was bad. Yeah,
that was a great time.
Yeah, it was fun because it's like when people would come for a week and they'd be like, "You're having so much fun." It's like, yeah, but then I would do it for 2 years straight,
right,
with everyone who came, and it was
right.
It was bad. But Dad,
we're gonna like a bottle of tequila before we even went out to go out that night. Yeah, it was a good time. That was a really good time.
So yeah, Dad, I'm gonna keep
calling
me
when you relapse, all right? I'll come
out. This call went just as good as I hoped it would.
Good. Yeah, you caught me at a good time.
So good.
I'll let you know. We'll give you a call every couple episodes and check in.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Bye, Jimmy.
Bye.
Wait. One last thing. Congrats on being a grandpa, everybody.
Yay!
Yeah, grandpa.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that title yet, man.
It's okay. Be proud.
She's a doll. Yeah, it's a blessing.
She's
yeah,
so
thanks, guys.
cute. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, later.
See you soon. Stay well.
You
Later.
too. Bye. He's the best.
What'd you think, guys? That was my dad.
You gotta call him every show.
Yeah, man. We need him in the studio.
Yeah, he's
like,
got to be the
ASAP.
third mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yep.
solid.
He's so good. A lot of like your really great qualities are from him.
Oh, he's gonna love to hear that. That's
It's
gonna
true.
be
Like,
that's
a
gonna be
lot
my
of
Christmas card this year.
Your charm, your humor, your like raw honesty, like your, like a lot of what you love about your dad is what you love about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very honest, which is
I
great.
love it.
Yeah.
You kept being like, yeah, I mean, that was dark times. And he's like, yeah, one of the greatest nights of my life.
It was awesome. Yeah. Oh, he fucking
You would-
loved it. He would get home and be like, I can't wait to come back.
He's like, you would drink a whole bottle of tequila even before you left the house. It was awesome.
yeah, was I fucking around any?
Nah, man.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone believes
And that's
you.
my dad. Imagine if I had my friends
That's
calling.
right.
That's my fucking dad. All right, we
That was
should do.
awesome.
Do we have a memory lane for the squad?
Oh yeah, let me pull it up.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I know.
We're filming.
Yeah. We
This
are
is
filming.
we're filming. We're on set because yes, you have a solo cup,
Yeah,
and that's Meadows' clothes, not mine.
same. That I know that's AJ's clothes.
And that is our pose. I feel like there has to be like 100 photos of you and I in that whatever that's called. Pose.
You know what I think this was? I think this was the reason I remember this is because I remember we were shooting a scene one time and Fat Joe came to set because he wanted to meet James to get a picture with him for like his album or something, and he was like he
I
got
have
out.
a fuzzy memory of that.
They pulled up in like all the SUVs, and he got out like how the president gets out and was just beeline. Like, I hear James is here. I don't know if it was in like a neighborhood that he used to
Yeah.
hang around in or something, but he heard, and this is before social media, so nobody
Yes.
knew where we were.
Yes.
Like, he heard
Yes.
somehow
now
that
I'm
he was
remembering
there.
this. I
rolled
remember
up.
that like hustle to get to him.
Yeah. And it was, and I think that was this, I'm going to say it was like a funeral scene, maybe.
I don't think it's a funeral because I'm in green.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
this
that's
like Christopher's like son's like baptism or something like that?
Yeah, I think maybe.
That sounds right. I don't know the scene,
oh.
but it is at a church.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
or is it for the
and-
year then? So 2000.
I would say 6.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll go with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2006,
All
shooting
right.
Sopranos at St. Rita's Church in Astoria.
Astoria.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Queens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all checks out. So
Memory lane.
with the Sopranos photo, let's go to the Sopranos trivia. The question is going to be from time immemorial on Instagram,
Wow.
the Soprano
Yeah.
meme god.
Yeah.
So 1 through 5 are the level of difficulties. We already did 2. So what do you want to do, Jamie?
1. I'm
Okay.
tired.
What year does Tony claim it is in his household?
Okay, you go, Jamie. I'll just say mine, and then you could.
Okay.
We'll believe you. 1975.
1954.
Nailed it. 1954.
Damn, Jamie.
You know the only reason I know that is I get
You
tagged.
watched the show.
No. I would remember dialogue. I get tagged in that clip on Instagram daily. Like literally. I should have been more confident in writing that, but it's like just in my brain because I feel like I've seen it so much.
Before we go, I'm gonna get up and you tell me if I smell like perfume because I'm
Okay.
smelling perfume. Hold on.
Okay.
And then we'll do a little more because we want to.
I appreciate not like leaving the listeners in a cliffhanger we could possibly never mention again.
Need them to know.
Oh, yes, that is perfume.
That's perfume.
Ooh, that is not good perfume. That smells like a cheap ass like
Grandma.
mall perfume.
Yeah.
Ew. Gross.
It's like grandma.
I don't like that at all.
It's from La Labo.
Interesting.
And you say
yeah.
it's cheap. It's not a fucking cheap
No,
place.
I didn't say it was cheap, but it smells cheap.
Yeah. So we have 2 things. We'll do the sweet and sour after this, but the first thing is somebody sent in a Venmo. I guess Venmo is just attached to the email.
Yeah.
And Jamie made a joke saying,
It says this person's name paid you $1 on Venmo. Oh, and the reason of the payment is it has a little slice of pizza and it says, "Get on the program, Rob." Because remember we said, could we pay Rob to eat? Is it just to eat pizza or specific types of pizza?
Oh yeah, I think it was like Domino's.
I think it was
or something.
I think it was
Domino's, and he
Domino's,
said like
yeah.
$100,000 or something.
So,
No,
okay,
McDonald's is 100 grand.
We're $1 closer to our goal, ladies and gentlemen, of what does it need to be? $1,000? That's some extra betting
Listen,
money
we're
for
not,
you.
No one's sending in money. We're not doing that.
No,
It was just
send
funny that they did.
in the clowns.
No.
Send in the money.
Send in the clowns.
Send in the money because Robbie needs to remember that people aren't total idiots for still eating Domino's. Like sometimes every once in a while it's good and you will recover a day later and you'll be fine.
I gotta say, you're not an idiot for eating pizza. Domino's, you might be.
Well, this
It's
is
a
why we
Pizza
need to
Hut.
raise money for this cause. Please send in your money.
What? By the way, so when we go to New York, I'll do pizza with you. How's that?
Okay? But
Okay.
you have to pick because I don't know where to go.
Yeah, of course. I'm not letting you pick. We'll be at fucking Pizza Hut in Long Island.
That's true.
Yeah, of course. We'll be at Times Square.
Great fountain
Sbarro's.
soda there.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's right. Okay, here's our sweet and sour email. The title is, "I want my girl to stay at home." Hi. So my girl is a stay-at-home mom. We have 3 kids, 3, 2, and 8 months. Oh, wow. And she's really going through it. I didn't really want kids, but here they are. I love them to death and will do anything for them and her. I wake up and I go to my
This
9
isn't
to
my dad.
I wake up and I go to my 9 to 5 every day just for them. But my girl is tired of being home. How do I handle this? My son is on the autism spectrum, so I know he requires a lot of her attention. I see that she's stressing and wants to get back into the workforce, but I think she should stay home and be a stay-at-home mom. What do y'all think? Oh, I feel this so hard, because I was a stay-at-home mom for 3 years, and by choice, which I am very, very fortunate to have had that choice.
I think he was asking me. No, I'm just kidding. It's obviously you.
I'm giving my answer first. I will give you the
I
floor
said
shortly.
it's obviously you. I'm kidding.
Well, you can have an opinion.
No.
It's so hard. And to have 3, 2, and 8 months, and then another that one child in particular that just needs a little bit more of her time and attention and patience. I cannot imagine what this poor woman is feeling. So I think what your wife has no time to even work out her thoughts in her brain of what she actually really wants because she's so tired. She's just needing a little bit of an identity outside of mom. And sometimes that could be a lunch with her girlfriends once a week that she knows she gets every week. A workout once or twice a week where she leaves the house by herself, goes to get a workout, comes home, gets to shower. So maybe that means putting a little extra money aside to get a part-time sitter that can come in. You can talk to family members that they can rotate and take each week, one day to give her a me day. Running right back into the workforce is going to be a shock to her system. She's just tired and she's touched out and she's exhausted and she's stretched thin and it's just, and she's postpartum. So I feel for both of you because I know it was really hard for my husband to watch me go through that. It's just someone called it the lost years, those first few years. It's just really hard. But I think giving her just a little bit of time to breathe, time to leave, time to feel like she's something else other than a mom. And then you guys can talk about maybe what she's needing beyond that. But I think start with that.
Yeah, I'm not having kids. This is ridiculous. It's just too much. I also feel you know what I feel like? When you're watching somebody in a movie talk about someone else and then they're like, are you talking about yourself? You know what I mean? Because you're just she's tired.
Yeah,
Okay, she's touched. She needs some time.
Literally, clearly you can see I have PTSD. It was very, very, very hard and isolating and sad. And you don't know, you start remembering things you used to do and you're I'm not even close to that person anymore. I have no identity. I'm tired. I'm angry. I'm not my best self.
I'm a bitch.
Yeah, all those things. So I feel for both of them. And she has it times 3. That's insane.
I think I don't really, I shouldn't, or I just I don't know anything about fucking kids and stay home and 3 kids or whatever, but I think it's kind of something like you said. My thing is if you have 3 kids under 3 and you could afford to stay home, I can't imagine squeezing any, I can't imagine squeezing anything else into your life. But like you said, is it something that you can provide her happiness through other stuff to where she won't feel this need to? Because like you said, she just needs something.
She just needs to get out of the house.
Yeah, so
She needs
that's
to
the
leave
thing.
her
It's like,
kid. She
but
needs
even,
to talk to other adults.
even in the house, like making her happier, making her. So if he's saying, I want a woman to stay home, maybe if he's making her happier at home.
Oh, that's right. He said, I want my girl to stay at home.
Yeah.
Then you got to make arrangements where she can get the fuck out sometimes.
Yeah.
You're holding her captive right now, dude.
She comes into the bedroom, you got a little foot bath going.
Now I'm mad at him.
Do a little foot rub. You see, this is
See,
what I want.
I read the title and now I'm mad at him.
You're mad.
I'm mad at him because he says he wants her home. Then you got to help her out.
But also, like, is it really bad of a guy who has 3 kids under 3 years old to want his wife home and not going to work?
No,
5
and
days
I
a
get
week?
that. Because these are his children too. I totally get that, and he is entitled to an opinion about this. Absolutely. However, he needs to support her in this mutual decision. There needs to be a conversation. Her voice matters. If she's feeling strung out and really miserable, you need to help her out.
He is supportive. He's asking us what to do
I
instead
know.
of being like, you're fucking staying home, bitch.
I
You
know.
what I mean?
I was kidding.
Yeah, he's asking.
I'm not mad at you.
He's asking what to do.
I know.
Yeah, he knew you'd be mad. He didn't even leave a name.
There's no sign. We couldn't even trace him.
All right.
We gotta go. Bye.